Police say the killing of a man outside a Sikh temple Sunday night appears to have been targeted. They say the victim was the temple's president, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, and are asking for the public's help in their investigation. Our Renee Filipponi has more on the death of the prominent community leader.
The brazen act of violence has shocked Surrey's Sikh community. President of the Guru Nanak Gurdwara, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, was gunned down in the temple's parking lot. Crowds gathered overnight, grieving the leader. Nijjar was an outspoken voice in the push for a separate Sikh nation in India's Punjab state.
It does appear to be a targeted incident.
Police are not speaking to motive.
I am absolutely appalled that this would take place in a house of worship in the city of Surrey, or anywhere for that matter.
People outside the temple were reluctant to comment, citing both concerns for personal safety and for family in India.
Everyone is feeling so sad here because he was so good guy.
A huge loss for, I want to say, for the Canadian Sikhs. Like, he was a face of Canada Sikh.
CBC News agreed to withhold these men's names. Just hours before he was killed, Nijjar talked to the congregation about a referendum he was helping organize for an independent Khalistan. That kind of political action is why CSIS had warned him about threats, according to the World Sikh Organization.
That this hit, this assassination, needs to be investigated thoroughly. It's not just the people who pressed the trigger, it's the ones who ordered it. So we have, once again, strong suspicions that this is foreign interference in Canada.
Threats will be part of the investigation as they move forward, and I'm not going to confirm any threats at this particular time.
Ottawa is taking any claims of foreign interference seriously.
With regards to any national security concerns, naturally those are issues that we take very sensitively.
Police are not providing any information about suspects and are asking any witnesses to come forward. Renee Filipponi, CBC News, Surrey.
And happening right now, members of the local Sikh community are gathering at the Gurdwara where Nijjar was shot last night. Our reporter Tanya Fletcher is live on the scene. So, Tanya, we saw many people gathered there last night, and we're seeing a gathering today. How are people feeling this evening?
Yeah, Leanne, a lot of questions, a lot of certainty, and a lot of unease here tonight. As you can see behind me, people are starting to stream into this building right next to the main building of the Gurdwara here on the property. I spoke with some about why they're coming here. Turns out this meeting was called, it's a gathering of the Sikh community members to really share their feelings, share their concerns, and frankly, there's a lot of fear around safety. Fears that perhaps there could be other members in the community targeted. We spoke with one man who was on his way into the meeting about why he is attending here tonight. Here's what he told us.
I have a lot of respect for Mr. Nijjar. He was a very nice person and he was a very able leader. So he was raising issues of human rights and various other Sikh issues. So that's why everyone respects him, and out of his respect, I am here. A lot of people believe that Mr. Nijjar was specifically targeted and he was deliberately targeted inside the Gurdwara. I also believe so.
He went on to tell me he in fact felt betrayed by a lot of Canadian agencies. They feel in terms of protection that their community isn't being heard, that their concerns are not being heard by the officials who need to hear them. And in fact, just steps from here is where the shooting happened. I'm going to get the camera just to pan over so you can take a look at just how close this is for people, both physically, logistically, and emotionally on this property. It's at the end of this road down here is where the pickup truck was found, at the entrance, just off the road at the back of the property. And they say that's really concerning because this is sacred ground for them. This is a house of worship. And to have that happen in such a personal, connecting place is really what feels most devastating of all. I spoke with another community member who says he and many others in the community didn't go to work today because they were so devastated by the loss of what they call a brave freedom fighter and their leader in this community. Leanne.
All right, thank you so much for that, Tanya. We can certainly feel the fear. Lots more to come in the story. Tanya Fletcher live for us from Surrey.